Hi, Teresa. Trying to get this where it's a little better for the guys. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'm gonna have to put me a little trim of wood in there or something like to help out. Picture's okay now. I got the finish up there as far as I could get it without losing it. Well, good news is the Big Ten still got his antlers. He was in here last night about 8 o'clock with a 6 point, a little baby six. And I don't know about the 12. I ain't seen him yet. I'm still working on that. And the one I got the other day, I pulled. I just shot the bow. It's like shot it further than what I'm shooting here, and it dropped it like an inch or something like that. And that still could be me. Um, Turn around, shot the 22, the little shorty. I set up a windshield washer jug and laid it kind of flat, and I shot the cap both times. It went in the same spot. So if anybody misses with that gun, it would be their own fault. Make a nice little gun for the grandkids to come up and shoot. We set up some targets. I did go out and unload some corn today, bring it back in and put it in the barrel. Throw some out, change the card. Now it's just a waiting game. Whatever spooked them the other night, it could have been ice falling off the building or anything. As I walked around here and I seen some ice that fell off of this one, I'm assuming that's probably what happened on the other building beside this. But I was wondering about coyote hunting after what happened. I'm going to hold off on that until after February 2nd. That way it don't spook the deer real bad. Hearing screaming coming out of a microphone or a speaker of a rabbit screaming or a baby fawn or something like that. But I want to try. Use the extra phone that we got. It ain't got nothing but internet on it. As long as it's getting the Wi-Fi. I got my collar on it and I got a Bluetooth hook to it. Providing it'll charge back up. I had it on charge out here and it wasn't doing nothing. It got 1%. And it was plugged up since the time I got out here last night, over 2 hours. I mean, it was really charging slow. And I had it on my phone charger that I use here, so I know the charger's good. I'm gonna see if I can find a battery pack for the cable for my trail cams. I'm thinking about ordering some of them gel cells and small ones for like kayaks and stuff, and hook them up to it. That way I don't have to worry about batteries. I've got electric out here. I can run one of them trickle charge to it, and it'll stay charged as long as it's plugged up. And I don't have to worry about a battery all year. I'm going to buy any. I got a security cam that works off of Wi-Fi. I just gotta learn how to work it. I thought about putting it up that way I can use my cell phone in the house. I'm in another room. I don't have to go clear to the back room and look out the bedroom window to see if there's anything out there. I can just punch a button and there it is. Put it up on the TV. We don't usually watch TV in the living room. And then sit and watch all got some pretty cardinals coming in today. Bright red. Wrap up in a blanket and sit down out there and put me one of them paper plates out, put some corn on it, put some sunglasses on, and sit real still. You can get a real good view that way when they come in to eat, because they'll be on that paper plate. Got 10 wonderful people in here. Appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. 7 likes. So maybe Chris, you get feeling better here. 4 seasons out, come out and get one. I finally found the mute button on this phone. It don't say do not disturb on this one, it just says mute. I thought it would mute my sound if I was watching something or anything, but it mutes pretty much everything that comes in. Made some pork chops, made some, after they got done frying, I took a little bit of coffee and dumped in the pan. I took the spatula and swished it around in there and let it simmer a minute. Poured it in a bowl, let it cool off, put it in a freezer bag and froze it. Next time we have biscuits and gravy, I can thaw it out and drizzle it across the biscuits and gravy. It gives it a great flavor. You can dip a biscuit in it or whatever. Kind of makes me wish I would have ate some this morning. I took a piece off a piece of fried bread, and after I dumped it in the bag, I rubbed it around in the bowl. It tasted pretty good. So it would go good with fried bread. Got some soup beans in there, set with a big ham hock laying in them. Probably make a little bean cake in the morning, maybe some tater cakes. Something quick and easy. A little bit of stuff Chrissy made last night. Them noodles went a long way. Got a big old little toad out of them. Eat on them for 2-3 days. Probably end up freezing some of them for another day for a quick meal. What we had to do is just add more cream of chicken to it. Let the noodles loosen up and you're good to go. Yeah, I'll get me a piece of 1/2 inch to go in there in the flooring. That way it won't be going down into the seam. My cut wasn't the greatest, but going around the post. But when I did this, it was all I could do to lift the sheet of plywood up 4 foot. So I'm lucky to be out here even in the blind on this. Gotta build myself back up. Just like on the red fern grows, little boy wanted them 2 red-bone puppies. His grandfather said, you gotta meet God halfway. Well, that's kind of what I did, meeting him halfway and doing a little extra. I pushed myself. Because the day I get out and can't hunt, it's gonna hurt me more than anything. This is what I did growing up. Fishing and hunting kept me out of trouble. Yeah, I had video games, but once I turned 16 and drive myself, look out. I drove an hour just to get down here to hunt. I've hunted all over this place, and we ain't seen the first wild boar yet. That's something. Stomach's still all messed up. I got a doctor here shortly. I'll get to tell him what's going on. Maybe he can do something about it. Might put me one of them porta pots in here. Be perfect. That way, if ladies want to come out and hunt, they'd have a place to go to the restroom in, and not have to get out here in the cold or whatever. I'll have one on my boat too. Got a lot to do to that boat. I catch her brother at the right time, be able to come down and acid the tanks for me. And polish them up. Kind of looking up the hill there. Don't see too much movement yet back through there. But there's so much between here and up through there. Something must have moved slow. You never see it. Kind of look like the wind's picking up more than what it was earlier, just a couple hours ago. And if I do get one, I hope you don't run for it. Huh. He grabbed me a piece, he's gonna climb the tree now, stick in that hole. And why he does that, I do not know. Maybe to bust it. That's the only thing I could think of. I got 1 week to do this, huh? To be honest, I really don't care if I get another one or not, because of populations now. But if one walks in with no horns on it that's big, I'm gonna take it. I don't care too much for this YouTube stuff. Not being able to have nobody on panel. I guess you have to have a paid subscription to get all that. He puts one of them corn in there and it don't eat it. It might sprout and one day look up there and there'll be a big old corn stalk sticking out there. I did kind of glance at the hill right there on the path. I didn't see no antlers up there, and I pulled the four-wheeler down there just a little bit and looked down the path towards the field. I didn't see nothing there. Got 11 great people in here. Appreciate everybody coming in. 13 thumbs up. Got a long way to go to get my 3,000 watch hours or 4,000, whatever it is. I've got like 300 and some. This part here is the roughest part, sitting here waiting. You really can't do a whole lot in here for his work because too much noise will keep him away. And since I know which way they're coming, one path I can't watch very well because it's far left. I've been trying to get some vinyl together for making hats and shirts and stuff like that, bait towels, keychains. Well, if I run this off the death up and down the tree just for a kernel of corn, and going up there and sticking a hole and busting it. I don't know where all the stooges is today. They'll probably work their way down here in a little bit. Start flipping their tails. See if I had another heater in here and them wood pieces out here, I can start gluing some to the wall while I'm sitting here. That'll make me about 2 inches in insulation in this building. Like to have been able to build me like a log cabin here, but yeah. Gotta have help sometimes with all that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk up on the hill this year and check out a few things. See what it looks like. Wind's blowing up there in the tree a little bit. As long as it stays up high, I'm alright. That's when that wind drops down here low, it starts gusting up, gets real cold then. Probably take and leave that block wood lay out there. Be a good spot to set a salt block on. Maybe put a mineral block on the other side. I've used Big and J out here. I called and told them it wasn't working. Used both things. It didn't work. They're supposed to send my money back, reimburse me. They didn't do that either. I tried deer cocaine, didn't work. John Oiler gave me some stuff that he uses. They dig holes up there. It didn't work either. It's like I said, some things work in one place and won't work in the others. Like flavored corn, I never did do very good with it. I mean, they'll eat it, but if you put down regular and flavored, they're eating the regular first. Then when that's gone, they start on the flavor. Probably about time for Chrissy to go to church here in a little bit. If she gets back, I'll be in the house. Probably pretty much ready to go to bed. Grab me a pickle. I had 2 dinosaur ribs today. Ain't gonna eat no dinner. Might take his crazy jacket off before I go squeezing the trigger. Be nice to see something walk up through the field there. Even if it's just a little one. They're kind of fun to watch. something else is up there. This may be up here, playing around on the hill up there, just out of my line of sight. As I'm using the snow as a backdrop. Where I can see through the trees. But the wind blows, it could blow a leaf or anything over. Make it look like something's moving up there. YouTube's kind of awkward about videos and stuff. When you go live, is it made for kids? Well, yeah, it kind of is made for kids too, you know. They need to learn this stuff. One day they might need it. But you always have to choose no in order, something other has to do with the views. Somebody said something about TikTok being closed, gonna close now. I said it don't hurt my feelings now. I'm not, I don't even go on there hardly. Somebody sends me something, I tried to do it 4 or 5 times, couldn't get it to work. I just didn't stayed away from it. They send me something, I don't even bother with it. You know, Rustic was out today fishing, he didn't do too bad. But if I was sick, I don't think I'd be out there. But then again, it depends on how I felt too. So I can't say nothing about that. I really don't feel the greatest, but I'm out here. I probably should be in the house. Yeah, I'll probably get done with this. I'll probably end up going in there and get ready for bed. 5 o'clock comes early. But if I get one, I probably won't see the bed before 9, 10 o'clock. But then again, yeah, it depends on how far it goes too. They they got some weird laws for hunting. I figured if a guy's gonna eat it, feed his family, it really shouldn't matter. But when you cut the head off and leave the rest of it lay, I consider that poaching. That's my opinion. It's a lot of good food being thrown away. It could have been ate from somebody that really needed it. You ain't gonna eat it. At least take it and give it to the homeless or something or other, you know what I mean? Donate it. But there again, people wants the trophy and don't want to work. I have 13 great people here. Appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out, watching the birds eat till something spectacular happens. I think I just heard the truck door close. Hmm. I'm kind of puzzled now, wondering if them deer didn't come across the road down there and then hit the hillside and walk around. Because there's tracks all in that field down there too. But I don't go nowhere very often, so that might be 4 or 5 days worth of deer tracks by the same deer. probably go in and eat me some sauerkraut. They say that's good for stomach problems. I'll try to get some more of that with a hot pepper. Chop me up a couple of them. Maybe about 6 crackers. Big glass of ice water. Watch TV. Wait the time, take meds, and then go sleep. Yeah, the mechanical broadheads, it's kind of weird how they work. Got little rubber bands on it. I can't see the chat. I don't know if he's talking to me or what. I just seen it pop up above the screen. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I hit that, that closes it out. There we go. Sorry about that. You're hollered, yes, you. I couldn't see it if if you was talking to me. I just seen it pop up on the top of the phone. Sorry about that, y'all. Wow. Hey, Curtis, welcome in. Well, I don't know when Chrissy said that. Well, let's try this again. Yeah, I set this up in the house. Yeah, well, it popped up across the top of the phone there like somebody went live, but it was also the message too. I was wondering why the chat wasn't working. I just thought everybody was being quiet. I wouldn't have known nothing about it if you hadn't sent me a message and it come up at the top of the screen. And I don't know when she sent that. It's probably been a while. If I hadn't have looked down when I did, I wouldn't have seen it. Because I just figured it was somebody else going live or uploading a video or something like. That's why I said StreamYard's so easy compared to what YouTube is when you ain't never been doing it on YouTube, you know? I'll have to go back and watch the video again in order to set up another live on my PC to be able to go mobile with it. So it worked out today. Yeah, I got a little bit of work to do out here on planting some things, but you know, I got until June or so to have everything ready. That way it won't all come up and die out, you know. I don't know how many pumpkins I can get out of a few seeds if I put them over there. I don't even know if they'd eat them, if they ain't ripe, if they would still eat them. Plant some turnip greens out there. I know they'll eat turnips. Guess that's something else I'm gonna have to check out. Keep an eye on that little box down there on the left. The little white deer wants to walk up there, I'd have to let him go. We had like 3 or 4 piebalgs at one time. I imagine somebody's killed them all off. Yeah, he still got his antlers, but there's one bigger than him that don't, and I'm thinking it might be the 12. I'm still kind of curious of what made that one run that night. That 10 was out here. He was out here last night with that little 6. About 8 o'clock. I was watching. And my dog's in there laying at the foot of the bed. She raised up and look out the window. She sees them. She lets me know if they're there. Kind of freaks me out in a way because I'm sitting there playing a game or something, and all of a sudden she lets out a big bark, carrying on. Knowing she ain't gonna do nothing, she just let me know. I ain't going out there. It wouldn't take much to teach her how to track because she comes out here, her nose is on the ground, right where they went. But she ain't used to all this cold weather and crap. I'd have to buy her a pair of boots. It should be getting close to 5 o'clock right now. So we've got a good hour yet. They'll mess up. They'll come back in here. Without a doubt. Look at where I figure is about 5. They sell dog boots. They look like the old tiny gold bags with drawstrings on them, but they're rubber. I imagine they got some kind of wool inside them. I took and put a wristwatch on a dog once and she limped like she was hurt. I was like, I cannot believe this. And it was a big old boxer. Yeah. I won't shoot no doe. If I can keep from it. Not no little one anyway. I'm looking for something that's got 3-inch antlers or less. Man, I'll tell you what. Hey, Kelly, welcome in, bud. Curtis, man, if I showed you the pics from many years ago, you'd have to take an extra heart pill, man. There was that many in here. Yeah, I'd be sitting here in the pop-up blind, and mama deer eased down the hill with her 2 babies after 2 or 3 times walking in slow. You can sit here and you can hear a little ruckus and look up, and here comes the 2 babies off the hill getting it full force running, and won't stop until they get here. And they start eating. They don't pay no attention to me because I'll talk to them. So you're back for another meal, huh? They raise up and look. flip their tail and go back to eating. Mama just keeps walking on eating. She knew I wasn't going to shoot them. I think they can sense that stuff. And them bucks, they'll always look up at you and look dead at you. You think they're going to bolt out of here. Sometimes they run to the edge of the path over there or go partial way down it and stop. They'll turn around, they'll come back. I have seen two does fight out here. I miss being able to do a lot, man. Yeah, 'cause they don't got horns, they use their front hooves, they bite. I've seen one of them smack a young buck in the top of the head and he moved. Yeah, she said something to her one day about the 4th of July. Said it was scaring her horses and all that. Well, you know, ain't no different than shooting guns. If you didn't like it, you shouldn't move down here. This is country. Yeah. Yeah, them hooves that lay you wide open. They're sharp as a razor blade, some of them. And they're the only ones that know how to use that crap. Her cousin shot one, and I had to finish it off. I took my knife, got up there, tried to stay out of the way of the hooves. I had to do the dirty work. He was scared. There ain't no way I'm gonna do that. He got lucky. He got a spinal shot. I'll tell you what, I was sitting out here, you're talking about luck shot. I flat out had a bad arrow or something. I don't know what happened. When it come out of the bow, something happened to the fletching and it went behind the deer. That deer took off and there was blood on the ground. I was like, huh, hair on the blade? What in the world? I started tracking it, you know, just curious. I found the deer. I must have cut a main artery. I couldn't believe it. There wasn't a hole in it, just one slice. That was an unusual harvest right there. I took one year because he was having a hard time eating. He must have got hit with a car or something or he would scoop up corn, take his head and shake it to get the corn to go down his throat. His jaw was kind of messed up. Yeah, I had to. But that was wild. Somebody wanted a perfect carpet, that would have been it. I wish I had money. I would have bought some tannin and saved the hide I got off this one. and made a rug. I got the tail and the head. I got to skin the head out. And then clean it up with a steel brush. Split the tail and take the bone out. Take a steel brush on a drill and clean the hide. Salt it down just a little bit. And I'll probably put it in a bag and freeze it. But I might also just run over there about 10 minutes away and see if my buddy over there at the taxidermistry's got any stuff laying around I can use. Yeah, I ain't gonna mount the head. Not not like a taxidermist. Probably do a Euro mount. Like I did with that 13 pointer. I ain't even done it yet. I just wanted to make sure it's all cleaned out and everything. I almost lost him. Neighbor boy found him out in his yard out there. Well, I can't afford $700 to have another. Well, it was 6 for my 10, and I can't afford it. I'm pretty sure it's probably 7 or 8 now. I wasn't gonna get into it. I had the books. I had all the books and all that. I was gonna do mine first before I mentioned it to anybody, you know. But the guy that did mine and Chrissy's, he took a deer that me or you wouldn't even have had mounted, and he did it and won a contest with it. Actually, it was a small buck, young buck, and didn't hardly have any points on it. I wouldn't have done it, but he did it, I guess. And he's got it hanging on his wall over there. He won a taxidermistry contest with it. I thought that was pretty cool. He's got guys bringing stuff in, elk, moose, and all that. But he was getting out of it. I was lucky he did mine. He said his hands is bothering him real bad and he ain't got nobody to take over. And at the time I was too busy. It would have been different if Chrissy was making enough money to pay for everything. I could have went into it, but the garage would have been perfect. But it didn't work out that way. He said it takes like 18 to 20 some hours to do a deer, depending on how things go. The only thing it is a model. You measure, you order, you put it together. Squirrels, their body is made of styrofoam. Yeah, it's a lot of work. You gotta be good with your hands. You gotta be able to sew and all that. Can't see the seam. You glue the cape on, glass eyes, paint. I mean, if I was wanting to be taught, that guy would have been my teacher. I mean, I was doing it way before I moved down here. I was messing with raccoon hides. I was doing real good. I'd just like to have been there when the person found it hanging in the basement step area. Because I just had to open the door and rush in and grabbed it and worked with it, washed it, sawed it, put it back up, working the oil out of it. And if you got an old dryer that don't heat up at all, or very little heat, I'm talking like air, you could throw a deer hide in there and some hard wood chips or chunks, close the door and turn it on and let it tumble like that after you get it all tanned out and everything, and it will make the cape real soft. You use Dawn dishwashing liquid. Yeah, it worked. I got a book. I can't find it no more. It was at the library. It's a little paperback. I should have kept it and paid for it. It told in there how to take anything and brain tan the hide and stuff. Turkeys, or not turkeys, but pheasants. You cut the wings off of them and the tail, and you flare them out. You can spray hairspray, women's hairspray on it, that super hold or whatever, and let it dry. Flip it over, do the other side, and let it dry. Keep giving them coatings of it, and eventually they stay open. And I've had them on my porch for a while. I don't know whatever happened to them. Welcome in, Lisa. Appreciate you coming in. That works also. If you wanted to get you a pheasant mount or something like that for the feathers, I thought it was kind of cool. Yes, sir. You're right, look, lady. Oh, I gotta stand up, man. Legs stiff. You what? Be opening the door? I was looking around. Ever since I had that heart issue, man, I kind of cough up some stuff. It looks like glue. I don't know what it is. I stand up out of this chair, man. My knees and stuff's real stiff for some reason. Guess because it sets so low, and I sat here so long. Hey, Monty, welcome in, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. We're looking for that number 2 deer. Or a coyote. I don't care. Either one of them come walking through, they're going to get zapped. But yeah, I read that little book, man. That was a pretty cool little book. Told how to do all kinds of stuff. How to clean your traps. To get the scent off of them and all that. Never seen one of them. I tried to fix that office chair. It keeps sinking down. I put a little bit of tape around it, some duct tape. And I put a water clamp on it so it wouldn't drop down. Didn't work. I need a muffler clamp. Then I'll pack up the tape on top of it. Real good and thick. That way they got something to grip into. I did throw a screen door jack in and that on fire one time. I won't do that no more. It exploded. Huh. I'll have to look him up, check him out. I could just take a seat out of that van and build me a pedestal and set in here. That would make one heck of a deer hunting chair, you know? Captain chair. Off to the side, build your little cup holder. Yeah, boy. See, now you got me thinking, man. That's not good when I go thinking. I get myself in trouble when I think. I'll start doing crazy things, but I won't cut my foot half off with a grinder. That I promise you. Yeah. I bet you are, Rusty, being out in that cold today, man, and being sick, and then coming into a warm house, and if you eat dinner, you're going to go to sleep, dude. I wish I was out today fishing. I didn't even think about it. I should be out here trimming these trees, what I should have done. But I had to get up this morning and make breakfast and stuff. I bet you did, man. That's not good. I hope you don't get no sicker, I'll tell you that. I hope you get feel better. Yeah. There's only like 3 or 4 of them here. But back in my first months of lives I had several years back, man, there was doves everywhere out there. let's hope he gets you healed up here real quick. I know I go sometime in February for another blood exam on my, see how low my blood is and my iron. I really don't know if I got better or not because I don't see too much change. I can't tell. It's just like when I had that heart attack. I didn't know I had one. When was this? Because usually when somebody has a heart attack, they remember it. Back when I used to play radio, I had all kinds of sayings and stuff when I was a teenager. I'm going to try to get this other four-wheeler going this year. Get a rectifier to go on there. I'm wanting to say that's probably what's wrong with it. The rectifier is what makes the battery stay charged. Welcome in, Big Mike, brother. Good to see you out there fishing, bud. Aaron didn't give you too much trouble, did he? I had to send him to his room. Big Mike's probably still a little mad at me because I didn't show up to gathering with some more of that good old chili. This time it would this year it might have some deer meat in it. If I get to make it down there, I'm gonna try. Can't make no promises. It's all about the cash flow. If I got it, I might show up. Oh, but you be careful, man. Heard you had a real good breakfast down there at Tom's. I think you had biscuits and gravy. But it was just something I threw together. It wasn't, it was good. I mean, it had the right bite of heat. Yeah, it had chicken in it, had hamburger in it. Uh, Corn, home canned tomatoes, jalapenos. I think that's about it. And if I had deer, I would have thrown some deer in there too. I have to call that 3-meat chili. Yeah, I think between you, me, and KP, we could have probably ate that whole pot in about a couple days. Wow. I would have liked to went over there and seen what the lake looked like today. But as cold as it's been here, I don't need to be out there around water right now. I know One year in January, I was sitting out there at Deer Creek catching channel cat. What's up, Regs? He's asking Mike, well, how good was the breakfast there at Tom's? I got a regulator's hat in the house somewhere. I stole it. It's probably in a bag put on a shelf. I'm trying out one of the hats I'm gonna be putting my logo on. Hopefully sometime this year we'll have everything set up to start doing that. I want to see how long it lasts us. I ain't gonna treat it no different than I am the other ones. It's a cheaper hat. That way it gives everybody a chance to have a hat with my logo on it at a cheap price instead of 35, 40 bucks. Either way it goes, it's still gonna cost me to ship it. The shipping price ain't gonna change, but the quality of the hat is a little cheaper. That's why I can let them go so cheap. I just gotta see what it's gonna cost to make them. We got hats, bait towels, we got thermal mugs. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, Aaron's a good boy. He'll pick on you if you let him. You better have your book open and ready. If he didn't like you, he wouldn't pick on you. I can tell you that, Billy. Oh, it was Lisa's. Okay, my bad. I heard that wrong then. Shut up, Billy. I gotta go make some now. I don't know if I got a bag of chicken in there or not, but I take and put couple chickens in a roaster and stick them in the oven and roast them real good. Bake them, and I'll take and tear meat off the bone, put it in the bag and freeze it. Then when we want pot pie, chicken pot pie, we take one out and mix it up and it's good to go. Yeah, Red's a good old boy. You ever get a chance to get down there and see him one day, he'll hook you up with one of them maple bacon donuts. Son, that donut tastes so good. Well, any of the donuts taste so good. You'll turn around and smack yourself on the top of the head for not grabbing another one. I got a whole line donuts down there in my tongue like to beat my brains out before I can get done. Come on, boys. Hurry up and get in here. I heard that. Yeah, it kind of sucks, man. Get around good people and have to go home. Eric V, welcome in, big brother. I think I met Paul at CatCon one year. I think that's who it was. One day I'm gonna make it down to see Mr. Eric. We gonna go fishing. Grab us some lunch and just sit back under the trees and watch the rods and have lunch one day. You're about ready to whip me anyway for sending me pictures of the food I've been making. I got me a big old ham hock sitting in a kettle of beans in there right now. I'm gonna put them up in the morning. I'll get me about a cup of them out and make me some bean cakes. Or potato cakes. I got a lot of mashed potatoes in there I need to fix up. I might freeze some of them. See if they'll freeze. I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, mashed potatoes, for instance, but I'll still make potato cakes out of them. My hands where I handled that rifle today smells like 3-in-1 oil. That stuff's hard to get off your fingers. Got 13 wonderful people in here and 20 thumbs up. Way to go, y'all great. If y'all lived closer, we'd have us one heck of a cookout. Big old fishing cookout. But that's usually the way life is. Your good friends live so far away that you don't get to see them. Welcome in Fresno, my little California brother. How you doing? I'm making it. I'm above ground. I'm walking. I'm deer hunting, which I wasn't doing that last year, which is good. Things are getting better slowly. No matter what kind of disability you got, don't give up. Because it might take you longer, but you'll get the job done. It will happen. Like I said, it's just like that little boy's grandpa said on the Red Fern Grows, meet God halfway. Anything's possible. You ever see that movie, Eric, where the red fern grows? I'll tell you what, if it don't bring a tear to your eye, you ain't got a heart. That sounds good too. That's right, Press. Oh, Eric, you're missing a real good movie, buddy. This is it was filmed in the Ozark Mountains. That is a real good movie. It's got its comical part, and it's a real good show. It's a good family show, bro. The second part two wasn't as great as the first one. It never is in any movie, really. You very seldom get two that's real good. Yeah, it's different. I got it. I got it in there on. I think I got it on DVD, VHS. I seen it somewhere or another. I got a ton of VHS movies. I got some DVDs. Yep. I guess. Hey Jay, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. That's a movie Jay needs to watch with the kids and mama. I love my coon dogs, man. I just had to get out of it. I just got something like that, man. They love to hunt. You should be able to take them out. I know they make good guard dogs. The big Walker coon dogs, they're real protective. I got one now. It's a boxer bull mastiff. She just started getting real protective last year. She'd be laying at the foot of the bed. And yeah, I do too, Billy. I got two of them, a tattoo of two of them on my arm fighting with money and feathers flying everywhere. And I had to get permission to get the picture to be able to get a tattoo done. The lady said, sure. She sent it to me. I ain't got it colored in because I wanted to see it on paper before I seen it on, before I did it. And the guy that did it left Circleville and went to Columbus, and I don't know where he went. Wish Fresno lived closer. Me and him get it out here and make some money. I know where there's a place where we can make a little bit of money. Hey, Dale. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, it's almost time, buddy. This lady, if I ain't mistaken, she was giving a guy $100 a day to help clean up around there. And he was stealing stuff as he was cleaning up. He was cleaning up all right. That's pretty messed up. Somebody giving you a cushiony job to help clean up around the yard and all that, and then steal on top of it. J&J, welcome in. Did you get your deer head back, Dell? All right, brother. I was just kind of curious. I wish I could find out what's wrong with me, man. I can't stand belching that and tasting that. Man, don't know if it's where I got holes in my stomach or what caused that. I haven't heard that. There's a guy right here on Sam's Creek, man, off of Black something Road. He ain't very far off of 56. And he does a great job, man. He's won tournaments on something that me or you would just cut the horns off of it and let it go. Yeah, do all that hard work, waiting, and paying out, and then it happens. I'll try to get some pictures of mine and send you the one of mine and Chrissy's. His name's Ray. About 5:40. Getting closer. About 20 more minutes. Dale said hello to everybody in chat. He's driving and listening. He put me a box of Little Debbie oatmeal cakes out here. Put me a screw on the wall, hang them up there. On one side I'll have the Little Debbie's, on the other side I'll have me some Reese's. 6:15. Yeah. Never knew what might happen between now and then. Be my luck, they'll be all horns until after time. Yeah, about another 30 minutes. But if I don't get another one, this is a good way to start, you know? It would take 3 of them to be easy to make it through till next season. As big as the one I seen the other night. And when I make chili, 3 pounds of meat to go into it easy. That's right. But it's a good way to start your hunting back off, and a nice 8-point. After being down, I'm kind of shocked that That 13 was in the crowd. That Big 10, he's got, oh man, his, his tine is kind of forking in the front. It comes back and forks off a little bit and then goes on back with that other one. I wish I knew what kind of minerals that they require to get the horns that big. I'd almost dump stuff out on the ground if it didn't cost much. That's why there ain't been no super monster deers around here in a long time, is because there ain't hardly any more cornfields like they used to be. At one time, I think this field here had corn in it. The one down the road, across the road down there, had something in it. And there was all kinds of corn and bean fields going the other direction. And now that they ain't leaving hardly anything behind, the deer really don't have a whole lot to eat other than what they get in the woods. They eat a lot of acorns and honeysuckle and stuff. The honeysuckle's probably got something in it, vitamin or something on there that they can use to grow their antlers. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. They tell me turnips, I have turnips planted all across through here. I don't know if they'll eat mustard tops or not. But you know, what would be worth something to put out, you know, a little small bit, just to see if they would eat it. I know they got that stuff you can buy in a bag and sow out there for plots, but I don't know. They ain't gonna give you nothing that would make them grow super big. Because if they're running it on the farm and got big deer, they don't want you to have it. They want you to come here and pay that big high dollar to shoot one of those. And down here on Route 50, going out of Londonderry towards MacArthur and all them places, there is a game farm down there on the left that's got elk and stuff in it. We called them. They wanted $700 to kill a white-tailed deer, a trophy one. That was years ago. Yeah. I figure I'm probably the last one that's going to hunt around here, actually. The young kids nowadays, they don't want to pick up on nothing like that. If they ain't got their cell phone with them when they're doing something, they ain't interested. One of these days, I'm going to fill up the walking through the woods. Grandson's going to be here. He's going to get the woods training #1. We're going to go for a walk. I just hope I'm able to go up down the hills like I used to, just to see how he can handle it. Yes, sir. China's already got us where they want us with these cell phones. Half the people don't look up no more. Seen a guy run into a telephone pole in Columbus walking, looking at his phone. Then I seen one drunk one day looking at his phone. He'd go forward, go backwards, go forward. I said, he's going to fall here in a minute. The light turned green. I didn't get a chance to sit there long enough. I had to go. I hate a cell phone. The only thing a cell phone to me is good for is doing what I'm doing right now. And sending Chrissy a message. That's it. The phone calls I get here is usually J-Dog will call and check on me. Tim Molina called me. See, who else was it? I think that's the only ones that's actual calling. I can't think of everybody, but those two is about normal. So really, a phone is useless to me, other than doing what I'm doing. I'm happy with sticking my finger in that hole and turning it to the right, or pushing a button. If I hadn't got with Chrissy, I'd probably be in a holler somewhere by myself. Where you at, feller? It's amazing how they can blend into the ground like that. There ain't no snow on it. I gotta get a couple of light bulbs to go in the garage. Hey, 205. Oh, come in, Bubby. Yeah, it's getting about that time, man. Oh, I stretched my right leg out. Hey, Don, welcome in, Bob. Hope everybody's doing okay. Well, 14-day people, I appreciate y'all coming in. 24 thumbs up. And you can believe I'll be out here every day I can, providing it don't rain. Or become an iceberg. See Jeremiah Johnson? I don't want to end up like the guy who took the gun out of his hand. I think what burnt me was when I grew up, I was watching Grizzly Adams. I always wanted me a grizzly bear for a pet. You can believe you got one of those. Ain't nobody taking your vehicle, even a Black Panther or something, you know? They'd be laying in the back seat of your truck, just chilling. Nobody's taking your vehicle. You can leave the windows down. Keys in it. Yeah, I haven't either. I'll probably look and see what the newest one's out and watch it. Yeah, it's a wild pet, but it's not like a grizzly bear. I think if I had to pick one, that'd probably be what I'd want. Imagine somebody's face, you tell them you're gonna let your pet outside, even with a panther or something. I gotta let my house cat out, go to the bathroom, open the bedroom door or something. Out walks this panther. Uh-huh. See? I got 20 minutes? Okay. Gotcha. 6:15, right? Okay. I ain't got no way of telling time out here with this phone, and the only thing it's got is how long I've been live. Dell got his deer back. He ain't very happy. I need to get a hold of Ray and see if he's still doing that. If he does, I'll hook Dell up. Got a lot of people getting into it that's just starting and ain't done it long enough. They're trying to make big bucks and they're messing up. Okay, Billy. Oh, man. J&J, she probably didn't catch her. She's at church and it's about ready to start. Where are you at, guys? You guys come in last night around 8 o'clock. I'm sure you pick up a little speed between now and then. I figured that at least not to come in, I would at least got a picture of whatever it was that spooked them out of here. You you know. Uncle Jeep, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, that little 6 point, his horns are so white you can see him out here like they're glow in the dark or something. Like. Huh. Got a white dot on my screen for something. I don't know what it is. I ain't gonna touch it. Everything's working. I'll figure it out in a minute. When time's up. Yeah, Chrissy got her 8 point out of that pop-up blind. Big old doe walked in and she shot and missed it. And she was so upset. She was getting ready to come in the house. Said, no, don't be like that. Get back in the blind and finish the evening out. She got back in the blind. I went in the house, made a pot of coffee, got me a cup of coffee, come in there and sat down on the bed, set the coffee down, sat down on the bed, and I was sitting there watching, and out walks this 8 point buck from around the building and come across, and I was like, you gonna shoot it? Well, what she done, she was using the restroom and had her bow laid down. She had to take her time and get her bow back up and get everything ready. And then we didn't have a small window. It was the whole entire blind pretty much had to be open in order to see out that window. And she finally pulled the trigger and ran about 50 yards and dropped. I thought she was sitting on it when I was dragging it. We used to pheasant hunt and everything. Ain't much that we didn't do. Oh, wow. Chat froze up. No, I got until February 2nd, Uncle Jeep. Mike Irvin, welcome in. So it has to be an antlerless deer for me. I normally won't shoot nothing unless it's big. But time kind of went by. and the way the weather happened, between the weather and medication, it kind of slows you down real quick. Like, turn that one burner down. That old leg's starting to cook. It's starting to smell like a pork rind in here. Oh no, because they're here. When they took out of here the other night, the following night, nothing come in. Nothing at all. So I'm thinking the coyote might have blowed through here. Last night the big 10 was in and the little 6. And I closed my eyes. But they're still here. The big 8 that took out of here the other night, he's a nice size 8. You could take a thermos bottle and lay it sideways and put it up against there, and it wouldn't, his hips was wider than that. Okay, I don't know what that dot was for. It was telling me my chat was backed up. See, I'm learning a little bit. And I still ain't seen the 3 does. So I don't know where they went to. I need to get some things together and start. I gotta get some tables first thing so I can at least go set up the flea market somewhere. I should be able to get $10 a piece out of circular saws, power saws. I don't know what else I got out there. I know I got levels. Yeah, probably so. All the bucks and 3 days, yeah. One of them kind of got whipped off one night here. That could be why they didn't come back. I was sitting here looking at it. Got about 10 minutes. Don't look too promising. But hey, look what happened the other day. Yeah, like a ball game, man. I guess tomorrow, if I ain't real cold, I'll go out and I'm gonna try to fire up my little saw and do some pruning on this catawba tree out here, cause it's bushed out pretty good. Welcome in, J-Dog. Got about 10 minutes, man. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and eat some peppers with some sauerkraut in it. See if I can get my stomach back the way it should be. First I thought it was lettuce, then I thought it was medication. And it's still doing it. I'm thinking it might be where my stomach's filled up and it's not digesting fast enough. Yeah. Yeah, it might take them a couple of days to get back into the swing of being ran out of here. Go ahead and load up the charger. Now, as close as they was here, I could rub my coveralls or my bibs and they could hear it. That's how dry my hands are. They could actually hear that. Got about 4 or 5 minutes left. Like I said, I don't look promising, but like I said, it might take them a couple nights to get back into the swing. But I'm going to be here if I can because you never know. Anything could happen. No, Mr. Duggar, not yet. Just last night, after they got ran off the other night, last night they come in, there was a 6 and a 10. I gotta shoot an antler or something now. I was thinking, man, right now a big old 20 point would walk in, I'd be in trouble, man. I couldn't do nothing. That's what hurts when you shoot the first buck that comes walking in. In the beginning of the year, you got all this other time that you could have used. And you know they come in. It's just catching them at the right time. My daggone chat stopped. Where you at, dude? Uncle Don R just went live ice fishing, where he just posted it or something. I don't know who it was on tonight. Of course, I'm never up. Well, if they wants to walk in, I'll sit here and stay live for a little bit and don't spook them, you know what I mean? Or try not to. But it don't look like they're coming in right now. On second thought, I don't think I can sit out here very much longer. I'll be lucky to get in the house in time. Seen a car go down or coming this way. Yeah. They probably ain't gonna show up. But I figure if it was 8 o'clock last night, if they show up anytime sooner, it's a plus. That means they're trying to they're working their way back around to being on time again. Oh. 2 minutes. It'd take him that long just to get down the hill. Go ahead and see if I can find me a string for this bow. I wax it and everything. I'm shocked it ain't already messed up. Well, fellas, I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. We'll try it again tomorrow. I mean, that's about all we can do. This is the way deer hunting is. It's not no, let's walk out there and go to the grocery store and pick up a pack of meat type deal. You gotta put the time in. I do appreciate y'all coming in. It means a lot. Take care. God bless. We love y'all. Stay warm. And we'll see you tomorrow. Or shall I say like Danny? I'll see you real soon. Ain't no rules involved in this yet. Take care. We'll see y'all.